What?
No, go ahead. My
There we go.
bad.
There we go. There we going in the group, man. There we going in.
All right,
Man,
go ahead.
it's the,
What's up, man?
what's going on, people? It's the Extra Point Podcast, man, hosted by me and Chuck. And we go in on these sport topics, man. Hopefully we got some guests coming in later. Maybe not. Somebody get some of their takes on some of the stuff. But let's go ahead and start off with the first topic, man. Breaking news. Chip Kelly, though. Like he really messed up the team, and then he gets fired right now. Like it's 1 week left. They couldn't even wait the week, bro. They said this today. You're getting fired today, bro. Not even. They just had to wait 1 more week. They wouldn't even let him run the team for 1 more week. Goddamn, the owners had to
Black Monday. He couldn't even make it to Black Monday, bro.
Damn,
that's sad,
man. That's sad. That's sad as hell. Mike, what's it called? Gus Bradley kept his job, so I don't know who the Eagles candidates are, man. What do you think?
I just think Chip. He wasn't built for this, man. He tried to treat this as college, trying to plug in guys where in the NFL you actually need talent to win. It's not like a plug and play. It's like that as the Patriots, and they built that foundation over the years,
Right.
So it kind of reminds me of Nick Saban and Steve Spurrier, guys who's successful in college, trying to come to the pros, trying to bring that college atmosphere to the pros, and it just don't work.
Right.
You gotta, you can't get rid of McCoy, Macklin, and who was Deshaun Jackson and expect to win when you don't replace them with comparable talent. They just. I don't even know who are the Eagles receivers now. I don't even know. I know they got Riley Cooper, the KKK guy.
That's what
they
you
got
gonna name him?
Matthews. I know he's like a. Oh yeah, that's what he is, bro. Let's just keep it real. And then they got Matthews, the guy they drafted last year, and
Jordan
then
Matthews.
Aguilar.
Yeah,
And then they have Aguilar. He didn't do nothing. They didn't do nothing this year, man.
Right.
And then the QB situation has gotten. It's kind of like it's in limbo because Bradford and Foles are both garbage. So he didn't really upgrade there with the running back situation. He basically tried to make a I formation running back, a spread formation running back, and it just didn't work.
Right.
And then he got Ryan Matthews, who's always injured. I mean, shout out to Sproles, man. Sproles been doing his thing this year, man. That's like pretty much the only bright spot on the offense. So I think Chip Kelly, I think he's done the NFL. I think he'll end up going back to college, man. If this would have happened like a couple weeks earlier, he could have been at USC already. I think the Eagles did that on purpose.
Right.
I don't think they want him to go back to a good program or whatever, man. So, but Chip Kelly's done. He's way over his head, and the owner is done for giving him all that power. You don't give a guy who's never done that all that power. Because he was really winning with Andy Reid's guys. He wasn't really winning with his players. And when he got his players, they're awful. You know what I'm saying? So that's pretty much it.
Okay. See, man, I just think, man, him messing up the team kind of ruined it because you have all of these players. You look at Deshaun Jackson, you look at LaShawn McCoy. They're all just kind of mad at the fact that they left Philadelphia. They wanted to stay there. You know what I'm saying? Like, it is what it is, but he messed up their hopes on that team. And if he would have kept those guys, they probably been looking better on offense because LaShawn McCoy is a better spread offense, running back than what DeMarco Murray is going to bring. You know what I'm saying? It's not. They're two different separate running backs. And with that being said, why would you want to get rid of one of your best options for Kiko Alonso, who, he's a great tackler and stuff like that, but he does not make a difference on your team like a LaShawn McCoy would. You know what I'm saying? Deshaun Jackson, he's the speedster. You got rid of your only speedster on your team. Nelson Aguilar, he's a good dude. You know what I'm saying? He can catch the ball, but at the same time, he's no Deshaun Jackson. Jordan Matthews, he's a young dude. He can catch the ball. Riley Cooper, he's trash. Like, he's absolute trash. I don't see why they even kept him. You know what I'm saying? I would have tried to get Jeremy Maclin and left him. Like, you got to keep your team to the focus. Like, even though I get it, he wanted to build his team and he was doing all these crazy trades like at the in the offseason
like,
and stuff like that.
This is not mad and niggas doing
Exactly.
weird shit. I'm like, what are you doing, bro?
Yeah, he was acting like it was straight mad.
Niggas playing franchise mode. They get like, come on, man. Like, stop.
It's just like, man, it's with that, it's one thing that can happen, man. You know what I'm saying? You're messing up the franchise to a point where you can't get back to what you wanted to get. You know what I'm saying? You don't have that franchise quarterback no more. The franchise quarterback that you had was Nick Foles, even though he's not doing good with the Rams, but he ran the system well. He ran the system better than Sam Bradford does, and he runs it better than what Mark Sanchez is doing. So you got rid of what you were going to do and what everybody was hoping that you were going to do, overcome something. He went and got the rushing leader last year, but it did not help, bro. It did not help. And with this team, they're going to have to make some more changes. And I don't know who they get as coach. Who do they get as coach now? Like,
I don't know who would want to go there. It's just
the coach that goes there, man, he is starting from ground zero. No quarterback. Like, you do have a running back. I give you that. You do have a running back.
Got to change the whole offense, though.
They don't have a defense. They don't have nothing, man. Like, what can you do with this team? I don't know where a coach is. They said that they were high on Gus Bradley. Gus Bradley is retaining and staying with Jacksonville. So all these people,
why would he leave that?
Exactly. He's not going to leave Jacksonville. That's a young team. You have Allen Robinson, Allen Hurns. Them guys are balling over there. Blake Bortles is playing good at quarterback. You don't want to leave all of that. So I don't know.
I'm not in to go to Philly for what?
But like, who do they get as coach?
They probably going to have to hire some young guy, some no-name guy. That's the route they're going to have to take, because nobody with like a name is going to want to go there. Right. They have so many holes to fill, and they money tied up into Byron Maxwell and DeMarco Murray, and pieces that are not good in that situation. Now maybe DeMarco better next year if they go to the more traditional offense that he's used to, but the offensive line is horrible. I mean, so it's not only DeMarco. The line is really bad too. And like I said, they have no threats on the outside. So they don't have to do like a lot of mix and matching, man. It's going to be hard to rebuild that team on both sides of the ball.
All right. So, man. Last week, man, we all had a fight about Johnny Manziel, or 2 weeks ago, because we weren't here last week. We took off for Christmas break, but 2 weeks ago, you know what I'm saying? We all had a fight about Johnny Manziel, and I told you guys that the Browns organization is straight hating on Johnny. Mike Pettin is hating on Johnny. Everybody in the Browns organization is pretty much had this dude to a higher standard than what he is. They want him to be Tim Tebow, but he's Johnny Football. You know what I'm saying? That's what he is. That's his makeup, and this guy is he's a great dude off the field, but at the same time, they make it seem like he's just terrible. Now, with the latest video that came out with Johnny Manziel, he's at home. It's Christmas Eve. He's partying it up. He's having fun. And it's ridiculous that everybody in the Browns organization is overreacting about this thing. What's your thoughts on this?
This one is different because, first of all, you don't even know what the guy was drinking. Right. They already said he's drinking. You don't know what was in that can because he never showed the can. All he's really doing is lip singing to a song in his house with his friend. Why are they doing? I mean, the Browns, from a managerial standpoint, is awful. Yeah. From the top down, they're terrible. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, now you trying to throw Johnny under the bus, for little things. It's not like he out in the middle of the street, streaking with a bottle of Hennessy in his hand or something. Like, he's not doing that, bro. Like, I don't really understand. Like, he can't even be in his own house.
Right.
That's crossing the line, man. Mike Patton is a terrible coach. He doesn't everybody know he doesn't like Johnny Manziel. You know what I'm saying? He hasn't been hit. Mike Patton hasn't done nothing in Cleveland. And he know this is his last week. I mean, he know that for a fact. There's no way he's coming back after next year. So I just think pull him to the side and talk to him. Man, let that man live, man. He's not doing nothing. He's in his house.
Right.
Leave him alone. You know what I'm saying? What they need to worry about is getting receivers that can actually catch the ball, because they can't catch. The Browns receivers are horrible. I mean, these dudes drop passes all over the place, man. You're not giving Johnny no help. I mean,
Right.
is Johnny the best QB? No. But can he win? Yeah. If you surround him with some damn talent, they have nothing over there, man. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, Johnny probably gonna be gone. Mike Patton gonna be gone, and the Browns is gonna be ass next year. That's what's gonna happen. Nothing's gonna change. That's all I gotta say.
It never changed. It never changed the situation of what the Browns are, and that's the crazy part about it. Like, you would think that you drafted this kid in the first round 2 years ago. You know what I'm saying? Like, this was supposed to be your guy, and you guys keep on failing to trust this man. You know what I'm saying? Like, I get it. He admitted that he had a problem, and but at the same time, I feel like him admitting that he had a problem was I guess negative effect for him. You know what I'm saying? It was a negative effect for him, because him admitting it made them, overreact to it, because I don't see that he has a big problem. This is not a Josh Gordon type of situation. This is not like a Justin Blackman situation who just got another DUI. It's not that type of situation. He's not getting in trouble off the field. You know what I'm saying? He's in a video, or probably using Snapchat, some of the latest social media stuff, and he's just having fun. He's a young kid and having fun, and I feel like they're crossing the line. He's at his house chilling on Christmas Eve. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't get how you get mad at a person. You get mad at me if I go to the club. You get mad at me if I stay home. So what the hell do I need to do? I need to be in the Browns facility 24/7, and man, hell,
that's what they want.
Man. That's what they want. Like,
and
I don't get it.
And that's not going to even help. If he's there all the time, they're still not going to be good, because they don't have no damn talent. So I mean, they want this guy like I said, none of the QBs on that roster are like, doing anything special. You know what I'm saying? So what the Browns is going to do, they're going to clear house again. I mean, these guys change QBs every year. I mean, he's like, damn, you want to play QB? Cool. Anybody plays QB. If you want to go to the NFL, try to play for the Cleveland Browns, man, because they'll take you. You'll play for a year, then they'll probably get rid of you. I mean, that's what they are. Since they came back to the NFL, they literally only been good 1 year.
1 year, bro.
When they came back, who was it? Kyle Anderson was Kyle Anderson. I think Kyle Anderson was the QB that year, and then I think they
Derek Anderson.
Derek Anderson. Yeah. Derek Anderson. So, I mean, that's the only good year they had, man. Like, they have been bad forever.
Yeah.
And the owner don't know nothing. They keep hiring all these guys. It's an abomination over there, man. The Browns are going to be bad for a long time.
What if they hire Chip Kelly, though? That offense will be nice, but you can't give him manager. You can't give him nothing level than coaching.
But
everything else, you can't give him the keys to your team. You just got to put him at coach. I can see that working. I can literally see that working.
That would be interesting. I will say that will be interesting, but I just think Chip want to go back. I just don't think he wants the NFL no more. In the college, you have a lot more leeway. You know what I'm saying? Because they know it's going to take 2 to 3 years to actually build the team. Until he get all of his players and integrate the system or whatever. So I think he's done with the NFL, and going to the Browns is no better than staying with Philly.
Yeah, I mean, he would have stayed with Philly if he had his opportunity to. I don't think he would have left if he left willingly. You know what I'm saying? I think he
I mean,
wanted
well,
to
they
stay.
still he's still gonna get paid. So I mean, I don't think he really
Yeah,
cares.
but yeah, he will be the hottest coach in college football. Like to try.
Oh, no doubt about it. No doubt
But
about it.
but like as far as NFL go, hey, that'll get interesting if he signs with the Browns, man. That'll be interesting.
That would be good, man. That
That
would be good. That'll make Johnny.
And then
He
they
will hit the
hire
ceiling
Johnny
off.
back like that, and then they finally get Josh Gordon back. They'll have old boy as their running back, Duke Johnson. Like, yo, it will get interesting, bro. Anyway, man.
But but I was gonna say the only thing is, man, that running shit don't work, bro.
Yeah.
It just don't work, man. Look at RG3. I mean, niggas, that read option shit is done. Kaepernick, all that shit is done, bro. If you can't throw from the pocket, it's over.
I don't
You
know,
can't
man.
throw. You gotta throw the ball. You gotta throw the ball, man.
I think that RG3 can throw. I just don't think he could.
RG3,
I think
he can't read it. That's what he's fucking sucks, man. Stop. Don't try to damage control for RG3.
Man, listen,
garbage.
man. Hashtag black quarterbacks.
Yeah, you can believe in that, nigga. Hey, no color lines over here, man. I'll slaughter anybody. I don't care about that.
Going to second down, man. Going to second down. Let's go ahead and go to second down. All right. So second down, we have here Mark Jackson. You know, he said some stuff over the weekend about Steph Curry hurting the game, man. He's hurting the basketball game. That's what they said. He said him shooting all these threes, and then you see all these kids shooting threes. He's hurting the game of the game of basketball. You know what I'm saying? So what do you think about that?
I just think Mark Jackson, he's just one of them old school, type of players. And plus, I still think he's a little salty that they won the chip and they're the best team in the league right now. He's sitting calling the games instead of coaching that team that he built. Me, honestly, Steph he's literally changed the game of basketball. I seen a stat today where it's like Larry Bird hit I think it was like 634 3-pointers in his 13-year career. Steph got like 685 since 2013. Steph is he's on a different level, man. He's actually revolutionizing the game of basketball. People just gotta kind of like get with the times, man. Like the days of the back down center is gone. There's literally no centers in the NBA right now that could dominate. It's a few Cousins, Davis, Brook Lopez. You could throw them in there, but other than that, man, it's not a lot.
I could say Hassan Whiteside and Drummond. They've been playing.
Drummond is a beast too. You know what I'm saying? But you could count on one hand basically of the centers out of 29 teams. Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. So I think Mark Jackson's still stuck in the 90s. That brand of basketball is gone. It's a more offensive game the NFL is now. It's a lot more tailored to the offense because offense sells, and Steph is taking advantage of that. And I think going forward, kids are going to start playing more like that. Wing players are the dominant players in the league now, from Steph to KD to West. Everybody is from outside, but they can go inside too. But the game is predominantly outside now. And I think it's good. I think it's good for the NBA because it's more exciting, man. I mean, I know you still got your alley oops and all that, and all that, but we watch the Warriors, man. It's just it's like exciting. 2K on Pro. I mean, it's like literally 2K because they don't miss, and when they get hot, man, they get hot. I want to give a quick shout out to Deshaun because he said, Caspi or whatever this guy's name is on the Weak Kings, he did outshoot Steph Curry, so. Just have to speak on that so you can stop crying. Did y'all win the game though? No.
No, it don't matter. It don't matter if y'all shoot Curry. But anyway, I think hurting is a strong word. Hurting the game of basketball. I don't see him hurting the game of basketball. Changing the game, yes. It's a different time, like you said. One of the things about the game of basketball that Steph Curry is doing, you're looking at, he's not just shooting threes, he's getting assists too. Like he's doing everything that you want in a point guard, but he's scoring too. You know what I'm saying? It's not like a normal point guards, because back in the day, point guards, they didn't really score like that. You know, you had a few that came out that scored, but you know, they weren't the primary scorer on the team. You know, it was, you know, mostly the shooting guards or, you know, the centers. You know, that's who scored. Centers are power forward. That's who scored your most points. Now you see him taking over the game. I just think he is a little bit salty. I think he's way more than a little bit salty. I think he's still like, every chance he gets to talk about the Warriors, something bad comes out. I remember one time he said something about they're not a good team or something. He said something last year, said something stupid last year. And it's the same thing this year, man. Stop crying, man. It's over. You know, they left you. I mean, you know what I'm saying? It is what it is. They kicked you out. They don't want you no more. They have better coaching now, which I thought that Mark Jackson was a great coach, and I still think he's a great coach. But now,
the problem with Mark Jackson was offensively he was challenged. If you go back and watch the Warriors Steve Kerr,
who would knew all Steve Kerr had to do was run screens. That's all he had to do. Run screens stuff. That's all he did the whole entire time. That's why they won the championship.
Think about it, though.
Playing good every night.
David Lee was an all-star under Mark Jackson.
Was he?
He didn't even touch last year to the playoffs.
Not at all, bro. Not at all. Bro. It's crazy.
So he really had like the focus. You know, I like David Lee. I think David Lee's a solid player, but he had to focus on the wrong players, man. When you got Klay Thompson, you know, Curry, Barn, you got all these guys, man. You have to take advantage of that, man. You have to come up with some kind of scheme that's going to take advantage of these guys' talents, you know. And he couldn't do that, you know. And that's why he got fired. You know what I'm saying? Because he got, I drafted Curry, and he drafted really well. The team drafted very well, a la Oklahoma City. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, a lot of these dudes don't make it in the league, man. We already know that. Top bigs be garbage. You know what I'm saying? So they did good with Curry and Thompson and Barnes, you know, and picking up Bogut and all this other stuff, man. You know, and also he had to deal with injury. I mean, you know, Curry, they got hurt, man. Bogut was never there. I mean, Bogut was never there under Mark Jackson. You know what I'm saying? So it's a little bit of luck. And it's a little bit of skill on Steve Kerr's part for implementing that offense and defense. People don't realize the Warriors play great defense, man. They play great defense.
And the crazy part is, if you look at the way what's the name is balling, I forget his name so many times, man, because he's so forgettable on that team, man. He plays the 4. I forget his name.
You talking about Draymond Green?
State. Draymond Green. Oh my God, bro. He
does everything. Bruh,
like, oh my God, bro. Like, I never thought that he was this good. Like, this dude is really good. He's like, if he scored a little bit more points, he'll be on pace with LeBron. Like, all he needs is 10 more points, and he's on pace with LeBron, bro.
He could guard every position.
Yo, it's
rebounds,
man.
He can pass, you know, and he can score. I mean, you know what I'm saying? But his scoring is kind of like dictated by who else is on his team. You know what I'm saying? So you got to kind of take that. And he's going to pick his spots, basically, because when you got Curry and Thompson on the team, I mean, you know, there's only so many balls that could go around, and those are the two predominant scorers. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, he picks his spot very well, man. And like I said, defensively, I don't think they get enough credit. They play a lot of good defense, man. And Mark Jackson, dude, you gotta let it go, bro. I mean, like I said, you did an excellent job, man. You know, you took Klay Thompson, even though he got caught with some lead. You know, you look past that. You let them grow, but you didn't grow as a coach. And that's why you're on the sideline calling the games. And that's just the bottom line. You know, you got to move on from it. They won the championship. They're the best team in the NBA right now, not because of you, because of Steve Kerr. You know what I'm saying? That's the end of that discussion. You know what I'm saying?
Moving on to third down, man. The Atlanta Falcons. What the hell, man? Oh my God, bro. Like, this team is so inconsistent and they're bombs. They're trash. Like, I fucking hate this team, dog. Every single week, bro. Every single week since they won that 6 games in a row, bro. Every single week, bro. They've been so trash. I had them in FanDuel every freaking week. Julio Jones, Devontae Freeman. I'm thinking these guys are straight ballers, man. And then they picked the 1 week against the damn Panthers, the undefeated team, to go off. This man had 187 yards, 2 touchdowns, I think Julio Jones had. Something ridiculous. This shit is crazy, man. It's crazy to me. How in the hell, man? Tell me this. You guys could not do this against the Saints. You couldn't do this against Tennessee. You couldn't do this against Bucks. Like, what the hell? Like, I'm so lost for words, bro. Like, how in the world do you pick against the best team in the league because they had the best record, you know what I'm saying, and beat them? How do you do it this week? Why this week? Why can't you do it because you guys went 6-0, 7-0? Didn't they go 7-0?
No, it was 6-0. They lost 6-0?
And then they lost like
7 or yeah.
Oh my God, bro! They are so trash, and they give me headaches, bro. They give me headaches because I don't like that team, bro. Every single time, my brother, he's a Falcons fan, bro, and I tell him, I'm like, man, these damn Falcons, what are they doing, man? What are they doing, man? Look, I don't understand what they're doing, but at the same time, they beat. There's no more undefeated teams. What's your thoughts on this, man?
Bro, this game, it was kind of a trap game for Carolina, because they knew if they won this game, they had the undefeated sold up, man. Yeah. And I think, you know, they came out, they really didn't know how Atlanta was going to come out and play. I mean, because Atlanta, they haven't won a game since week 6. So, you know, so they didn't know how they're going. I think they underestimated Atlanta, and Atlanta just punched them in the mouth, man. Julio Jones made a spectacular catch, you know, on great defense. I mean, so it's something you can't just, you know, guard. You know, it's sad, but, you know, Carolina's going to be fine. I think the pressure is going to be lifted. Atlanta is still trash to me. I mean, Matt Ryan is still trash to me. That defense is still trash. I mean, they had one good game. Jonathan Stewart didn't play, you know, so that kind of hurt them in the run game. But to me, it was just any given Sunday, man. That's the NFL. You know, if you want to go undefeated, man, you got to come with it every week. And I think Carolina just went in like a days ago, and they didn't really, you know, care about the game. I think thought Atlanta was going to lay down. And I did too, because Carolina scored on their first drive. So I'm like, this is going to be a blowout. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, but it didn't happen like that. You know, Atlanta, man, Matt Ryan sucks, man. That guy, you know, for him to come in after Michael Vick after that disaster, you know, he started off really good, man. His first 3 years were really good. I'm like, okay, this guy's going to be elite. Atlanta won.
Right.
I mean, they haven't done anything since they got eliminated in the playoff. Nothing. They have not done shit in the playoffs. I mean, not even the regular seasons. Like, Matt Ryan's regressed. What happened? What the hell happened to Roddy White, man? He's not. He used to be a monster. Like, dude is straight trash now. He's straight trash now, man. You know, Julio over there wasting away because he's signed that contract. Atlanta's not touching. They're not gonna. You know, they're not gonna win anything. You know, and it's crazy. But at the same time, Carolina will be fine. I know they're happy. They got this. I'm pretty sure they're happy they actually lost. You know what I'm saying? So they can kind of like refocus and not worry about undefeated anymore and just kind of get ready for the playoffs and first round bye and all that. So Carolina will be dangerous in the playoffs, man. I don't care what nobody says, because a lot of people question them. Talking, oh, well.
Nah, boy.
Stop, bro. They had a bad game. Hey, why can't people have a bad game?
Another thing is, I think that, you know, this will actually help them. You know what I'm saying? There's no more pressure. The pressure's off in a way. You know what I'm saying? Like the pressure of going undefeated is off, and all you got to do is focus now is just playing the game the way it's played. I see the confidence in this team, man. You know, Josh Norman is playing out his mind. The defense is playing out of his mind. As long as Cam, and then if they can get Jonathan Stewart back healthy, because you know I heard he was running on a treadmill this week. And he once they get him back, it's gonna be ridiculous because they're winning games without him. You know what I'm saying? They've been out without him for the last 4 or 5 games. You know what I'm saying? And they've been playing great. And I can't wait to see what's going to happen when they get him back, and then they actually have their whole offense back in a way. Like, not their whole offense, because we didn't think they would do anything without Kelvin Benjamin this year. Like, no one thought this. So I want to see what they're going to do. I do believe that this team is going to the Super Bowl. I still believe it. I don't you know, I'm saying they're going, bro. They're going to the Super Bowl. I think that the Cardinals are good, but they're without Tyrann Mathieu, and
you know last week.
I mean, just saying, last week they don't need them because you know that team was mediocre in a way. You know what I'm saying? They've been playing mediocre. But I feel like with Tyrann Mathieu out, bro, that's gonna hurt their offense, their defense a lot. And their offense is powerful. Their offense is really, really powerful. But I just think their defense is not gonna have them in that game. And you gotta think about this: a lot of teams, they run a lot of yards on the Cardinals. A lot of teams.
That is true, though.
So when you look at Jonathan Stewart and the Cam Newton, bro, and they're gonna be killing that team on when they're running the ball. They're gonna be murdering it. You know what I'm saying? Like when it comes to rushing. So I just don't see them beating them because their defense is so good. But at the same time, I see them in the Super Bowl this year. I see them in the Super Bowl. Another surprise thing though. We're gonna talk about them Ravens though. Okay. Now the Steelers, they had pretty much they had their own destiny. They led their own destiny, and all they had to do was win the last 2 games and they're in. They lost and got upset by my Baltimore Ravens. Yes, sir. My Baltimore Ravens went and they got upset by us. You know what I'm saying? With Ryan Mallett as our quarterback, which he is fired. I told you he was fired before the season. I told you that. I say he was fired.
So one game and you fired? Stop, man. Stop. Was he firing Houston niggas? Stop,
no, because that is the wrong offense for him. We got the right offense for him, and he is a.
Fits your argument.
You know what? He may challenge Joe Flacco. He may.
Man, you will sit your ass down, nigga. He couldn't even beat out fucking Brian Hoyer, man. Get the fuck out of here, man.
That don't matter. He beat out Matt Schwab and Jimmy Clausen for the starting job.
Wow, look at that competition right there. Look at them Hall of Famers, nigga. Listen, man. Look at them niggas right there.
This guy is a legitimate baller, man. I'm telling you, he got some arm. He got some arm. And I just think that if they gave him a shot in Houston, he could have proceeded, but he was never. They never gave him the starting job. They gave him the starting job one time. He did good, and then he played bad the next game, and then he was out, and he didn't let him play for the rest of the season. But now against the Steelers, he turned up. You know what I'm saying? He did his thing. Matter of fact, you saw all of the young Ravens, which I'm just shocked about. Like, I thought we were going to lose the game. You know what I'm saying? I had on my FanDuel, I had everybody Steeler. I was selling out like a mug, bro. Because I know my defense isn't to the level where I want them to be.
Yeah,
but they played so great.
That's good coaching.
So amazing.
That's all coaching.
They had a plan for what Roethlisberger gonna do. They held Antonio Brown down. They held everybody on that receiving core down. Jimmy Smith had an interception. He had one interception that took it back to the house. If it wasn't for that damn off the sides penalty, and it was just an amazing display of rivalry. That's what you see as a rivalry game. That's why I love my Ravens versus Steelers game. Every time we play, people are going to bring it. They're going to bring it 100%. We haven't lost to the Steelers, and we only lost to the Steelers once in the last 6 games. We swept them this year. You know how crazy that is? Now, the first time I give it to you, it was Michael Vick, Michael Vick and whatever. But this second time, Ben Roethlisberger, he threw 5 touchdowns on us last year. 5. I remember that game. He threw 5 TDs against us last year. And this year we held him to 2. That's ridiculous, man. That's ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? And I just like the way that the young Ravens are playing, man. What's your thoughts on this, though, man?
I mean, that game was shocking. I didn't see that one coming, man. Both sides of the ball was
no one saw it coming.
The Steelers came out flat again, just like Carolina. They thought the Ravens was gonna lay down. I'm like, and I told you, I'm like, look, the Ravens been in every game this year, injuries and all, man. And you can't hate on that because that's what's going on with them, man. The coach John Harbaugh is a hell of a coach, man. I envy not having John Harbaugh on my team because Lovie Smith is just ass. But we gonna get to that. I don't even want to talk about that next minute. But yeah, for John Harbaugh to have these guys playing this hard with how many plays I got on IR?
Man, we have 21.
Damn, that's crazy. That's like offense. That's like almost offense and defense.
And I think 11 or 12 of them are starters.
Yeah, see, that's just not. I mean, a lot of teams would just fold, man. And this should cement John Harbaugh as the Ravens coach. I'm saying this is his best season after the Super Bowl. This is easily his best season, man.
Right?
Because y'all could just be getting blown out every week, man. It's because it's easy, and he'll have an excuse. Oh man, we ain't got our players, we got this, we got that, but y'all playing hard every game, man. 7-point game or less, 7 points or less, pretty much every game this year, healthy or not, man. So I gotta give big props to the Ravens organization as a whole, man, because they draft well and they coach well, and I don't like Joe Flacco though. I think he's kind of overrated. But,
whoa, hold on.
I don't like Flacco, bro.
Let me stick over with my quarterback, man. One thing about my quarterback, man, is he's a proven winner, and guess what? He's gonna do whatever it takes to win the game. You know what I'm saying? He may not play good in the regular season, but when the postseason comes on and them lights show up bright, he's that guy.
That's real. I get him that. He's Eli. Guy. He's pretty much what Eli. That's what Eli do. You know, but yeah, man. But like I said, at the end of the day, man, the Ravens are gonna be fine, man. They're actually a very deep team. They're they deep as hell. I mean, I'm because you can't be.
I'm kind of a sellout too, because I was like, bruh, I wanted us to lose, but I have so many Steeler friends and I love talking stuff. So, that's one of the things that I love to see. I love to talk junk to all of the Steelers people. You know what I'm saying? So,
yeah, man. I feel you on that.
So when they I wanted us to lose because we lost 5 picks. So we're like pick 8 right now. We're at pick 8. You know what I'm saying? If we lose next week and somebody else wins, then we can go back down. But I don't see that happening. Everybody is really tanking. We're not even tanking. It's just we just hurt, man. It's crazy.
Before we go to our picks, what happened if Chip Kelly goes to Tennessee? That head coaching spot that just came to my head right now.
But is that head coaching spot open, bro? Is that open?
It is open. Yeah, my boy. What's the name? Oh boy.
Oh yeah, he did get fired. Yeah, he got fired earlier this season,
bruh.
Oh snap!
That man, if it's not Tennessee, he going back to college.
Whoa, yeah. I'm just thinking of the possibility of what can happen. Oh my gosh!
Yeah, shout out to Thomas Randall, man. He is posted this on Facebook, man. That's a hell of a that's a spot. I see it. I see it now,
man.
I forgot all about Tennessee.
That's a hell of a coaching because they have everything he wants.
Yep.
They got the quarterback he wants. They got a running back that he wants. They got receivers that he kind of likes. You know what I'm saying? He got those type of big receivers with hands. He loves those type.
In the system.
Man,
It's gonna, man. Oh Lord, and Mariota was already having. He was already having a good year too, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So
he
with him and Chip, oh my God, oh my God, that's gonna be crazy.
That's gonna be ridiculous, man. That'll be ridiculous.
Yeah,
that'll be
I see
absolutely
that.
ridiculous.
I don't, like I said, if he don't go back to college, Tennessee is perfect.
Yeah,
It's perfect. There's nowhere else for him to go. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man. Yeah, big ups. Yeah, shout out to Thomas on that one, man. That's dope. I forgot all about that.
That's gonna be crazy. But we're gonna go to our picks, man. We know we like to predict our picks on fourth down. And we have a lot of stuff, man. Hold on, before we go to that, because we still got 17 minutes, right? Before we go to that, let's talk about this Peyton Manning, though, this HGH, man. Let's talk about that. Like, even though they came back clean on it, you know what I'm saying? Even though, they're saying that the dude retracted his statements. What do you think about it, man? Let me get your thoughts real quick.
Peyton, like, I don't like to accuse people of anything, but for me, him having like 4 neck surgeries, like the neck, like it's not like a knee, it's not an elbow, the neck.
Yeah.
I'm pretty. I mean, you have to have some type of assistance with that, especially the amount of times he throws the ball. You know what I'm saying? Because Peyton, he's like a stat king, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. 5,000 yards, 50 times. He throws the ball a lot. I think he throws the ball. I think he's up there with like Breeze and Brady and I think those are like the only QBs that throw the ball like in. I just don't believe he'll do that. I mean, like I said, I don't know. This is kind of hard for me to see Peyton Manning going to that length to do that. You know what I'm saying? Because to me, he's always been like the straightforward guy, and you don't never get. He kind of like reminds me of like Derek Jeter, basically. You don't really hear nothing bad about Peyton Manning. Man. He just go on the field, play, and go home. And do commercials and shit. You know what I'm saying? That's who Peyton Manning is. Yeah. So I don't feel like he will go that route. But hey, like I said, you never know. I mean, a lot of these players stretch the line. They don't cross the line. What I'm saying, to get that competitive edge. So, like I said, I wouldn't put him past him. But me, honestly, I don't think he would do that. Just from the guy that we know. I mean, we don't really know him, but that
would have been shocking, dog. That would have been shocking to know.
I don't think he'll somebody.
Yeah, that would have been shocking to know, man. Like that would have been
for real
crazy, but I don't see him doing something like that. And it is, I don't think he is the type of person that even needs that. Like he doesn't even do, you know what I'm saying? He doesn't run that fast. He doesn't, you know what I'm saying? Like he doesn't need that type of performance enhancer like that. Like, so I don't see him doing that, but I just thought it was crazy that people would even accuse him of doing that and then come back on his statement, which is ridiculous.
Yeah, but, I mean, Payne he probably gonna, that's slander, man. Because when that came out, I was like, what?
Yeah, the whole world,
like, not Payne.
Yeah,
not
man.
Peyton. I'm like, I can't believe that one, man. It don't even sound right. But like I said, you never know.
Okay, is Peyton done in a Broncos jersey, man? Will he ever suit up again after Brock Osweiler, making that push this week and winning the game?
What's that again?
With Brock Osweiler coming back and pushing and to get that game, to get the win for the Broncos, do you see Peyton Manning suiting back up in the playoffs or not?
Nah, I don't think Peyton is gonna play again. I think they just gonna because me personally, the weather is gonna be an issue, and I don't see Peyton being able to throw the ball down the field.
I trust Peyton. I trust Peyton way more than Brock.
I don't. I don't. Based off his record, I don't trust Peyton in the playoffs. Hell no. I don't care if he was healthy.
At the same time, Chuck, listen. When you have a proven quarterback that can
Not
win
in the
you
playoffs.
games, he can win you games though.
Not in the playoffs. It's not.
Listen, he has played those losses that he has lost in in the playoffs. He didn't get to play through the regular season like that. He played through the whole regular season. This year, he's starting off fresh. This is a new season to him. So he may be able to come through and push it. I think that they need to put him back in the game, man. I think they do.
Nah, man,
because I don't believe in Brock Osweiler pushing in the game, coming in. He's the future. He could be the future of that organization. But I want to see Peyton come in for his last ride and see if he can go ahead.
It don't work like that though. This is not the Kobe Bryant tour. It's different. You know what I'm saying? Because football in the playoffs, you only get one game. One game.
You're right.
Yeah, and Peyton with the top ramen noodle arm, man. I mean, he can't throw. It's over for him, man.
I just don't see it. I don't see.
He's 39 years old.
He's
39.
But what? I'd rather a Super Bowl winning quarterback to lead me in the playoffs than somebody who's never even touched the playoffs before, never even played in the playoffs.
You gotta start somewhere.
But you just can't start here, man. There's nothing.
Why not?
Because when you look at somebody,
he's the reason they're even there.
But he's not the reason they're there. The reason that they're there is their defense. It's not because of the offense. Brock Osweiler is not the reason.
Brock Osweiler won the game last night. What are you talking about?
Defense won the game. The defense got the turnover. Defense had won the game. That's all they had to do.
Still got to score, man. Brock Osweiler is the QB.
Brock Osweiler got them to a field goal. He got them to a field goal. It wasn't like a game-winning touchdown. This is a
don't matter. You see the throws he was making in the pocket?
But some of those throws was off though. Some of those throws was off.
He wasn't?
Yes.
He was off in the first half. The second half, he came to play, and he brought him back in the game.
Man,
warranted that Cincinnati missed a couple. Miss AJ Green wide open, like 2 times.
Peyton Manning, though. I'd rather have a proven Peyton Manning.
Man, he's proven. Look at his record.
Man, he's proven, bro. He's proven.
All right, man.
I'd rather have that Peyton Manning.
Peyton is done.
I think you're looking at what Peyton is doing in Gary Kubiak's system. I think that's what you're looking at. But I see him.
I think you're looking at Peyton from 2 years ago. That's what you're looking at.
I'm not looking at Peyton from 2 years ago. I'm looking at pretty much last year's Peyton Manning. You know what I'm saying? Before.
Why? What we talking about this year?
But that's what I'm trying to say. That's what I'm trying to say. If they were able to let him run his plays, because they only run a few plays in the playoffs. They don't run these logical plays just like craziness in the playoffs. You rarely see people take risks in the playoffs. You never rather see head coaches take risk in the playoffs.
I wouldn't say that, man. I think risk. It all depends on the situation. I think all teams have players that are risky that they pull out.
You don't think Gary Kubiak will want his team to win the way? You think he's that stubborn that he would want the team to wade through his way or loss or win at what a person's comfortable with? I
mean, look at this though. I mean, Brock Osweiler started the last 5 weeks. He's going to start this week, so it'll be 6 weeks.
Right.
And he's pretty much has some humongous wins. You gotta get it. He's building confidence. He's gaining confidence, and you could ride that into the playoff. Russell Wilson.
Y'all making it seem like this dude is Tom Brady or something. Y'all making this dude out like he's Tom Brady.
I'm not, but I'm saying I'm going with the young guy with the live arm who could stay in the pocket and throw the ball just like Peyton.
They're gonna take L's. They're gonna take L's.
They was taking L's with Peyton.
It'll be worse L's. Worse L's in the playoffs because he's gonna be like a deer in the headlights, bro.
I don't think so, man.
Teams play different.
I don't think so. I could see if his first game he would start was week 17, then he had to play. No, the dude's he's gonna play for basically like 6 games in the regular season and 1 game in the playoffs. 7 starts. That's cool. He's ready to go.
I don't see it, man. I don't see it.
Man, I'm telling you, the dude's gonna be fine, man. Peyton is done. You're gonna bring Peyton in, and then what? They're gonna get popped, and then like, man, we should have played Brock Osweiler. That's what's gonna happen.
I don't see it. No, I see it happening the opposite way. It's gonna be like, oh yeah, we played Brock Osweiler in the playoffs, and guess what happened? You know, they messed around because guess what? They go down in the game. He's not bringing them back in the playoffs. I don't care what you say.
Man, he brought these niggas back. Man, he bring
in
niggas
a regular
back.
season game.
It don't
and the playoffs
matter.
Is different,
Experience is experience, man.
He's not bringing them back.
Win last night, man. Last night? Yeah, it was last night.
Yeah, last night. I'm not saying
against a elite defense.
I'm not saying the Bengals is not that elite of a defense.
What?
They're a good defense. They're good. They're not elite though.
They're
like
elite defense, man.
They're not elite, man.
They have everything everywhere, bro.
They're not as good as they appear, man. I think you just hear the names of who they have, like a Reggie Nelson who leads the league in interceptions, and then you have like a person that gets
Carlos Dunlap.
I mean, that's what you hear. You hear the names.
Burfield,
you hear the names, but that's what I'm trying to say. Like they're not as good as what they are.
Nice, bro.
Jacob Patrick is burnt on almost every play. Like, what are you saying?
Jacob Patrick is nice, my nigga.
He's not nice.
He's
been on the bench since this year.
Is we got Hawson over there, nigga?
Yeah, he is, but he hurt.
Okay. Yeah, man. Like I said, at the end of the day, man, you got to roll with Brock, man. You can't break that momentum. He has momentum right now.
I don't know.
You know, he has momentum.
Let's go ahead and pick our picks, man. We've been rambling on, man. Right. Man, Brock Osweiler is trash.
Okay.
Ryan Mallett better
right now.
Ryan Mallett better. I don't care.
Yeah, there you go, nigga.
So we don't have any Monday. We don't have any Monday night games tonight, man. It's cool, you know what I'm saying? All Sunday, and let's go ahead and start with the Jaguars versus the Titans. Who you got, man?
I'm just gonna go Jags, man. I've been liking Bortles a lot. You know, I don't get it. 31 touchdowns, 16 picks, 4,000 yards, second year QB. I don't know. No, I don't understand the hate, man. The defense is awful, but Mettenberger is no threat. So I'm going to go ahead and pick the Jags.
Let me tell you why there's hate for Blake Bortles. Blake Bortles turns over the ball, but he has a whole.
He only has 16 picks.
He only has 16, though. 16 is a lot when you talk about when it happens, man. He sucks when it comes to that, man. He turns over the ball during the worst moments in the game, and it's like this.
It's a second-year QB.
I don't care. Second year, first year.
What you mean you don't care?
I don't care.
Oh,
you're not giving Johnny Manziel this much time. Y'all not giving nobody else this much time. If it was anybody that was a second-year QB, you would say he's trash. Look at what Teddy Bridgewater's doing. Look at Teddy Bridgewater. He's a second-year QB, but I bet you say he's trash.
Yeah, but his stats don't look like fucking Bortles.
There's no.
They don't.
I don't care. He has better receivers. This man has
Bridgewater is a game manager. That's a different.
Man, listen. You're gonna say that even though they're second year QBs, but it does not matter, bro. It does not matter about.
Yes, it does matter.
Your second year is literally the year that you're supposed to dominate. This is the year that you're supposed to.
Not really. It's actually the third, because the second year is usually the sophomore slump.
Listen,
the third year is when you excel.
Listen, when Blake
has
Bortles
31 touchdowns, he could probably throw for Tennessee. He could probably get to 35.
Listen, man.
He could probably get to 35.
When it comes to the Blake Bortles, and why I have a problem with him is he has one of the best receiving core in the game. One of the best receiving cores in the game. You know what I'm saying? You have Allen Hurns. You have he's supposed to have that. He has Allen Hurns. He has Allen Robinson. He has Julius Thomas. He has all these pieces for him to go. And then he has TJ Yeldon that runs the ball. They have a whole elite offense, but he's holding them back. If they had an elite quarterback in there, that team will be outrageous, bro. That team would have won.
Why can't he just grow with the offense, though? Like, you're trying to rush him. Let him grow with the offense. He's made significant improvements. He has 31 touchdowns. His interceptions is 2-1, basically. His TD interception rate is 2-1. What you want this guy to do?
I guess they have time to grow. I do
give time to grow.
They have time to grow, but at the same time, man, that's where the hate comes from. He turns over the balls in the worst moments. He was a UCF quarterback. You know what I'm saying? I went to UCF, so I know this, man. I know what type of quarterback he is, bro. So I'm just telling you, he turns over the ball in the worst moments. Okay, he did great for UCF. He won a title and all that. He had great. I think we were ranked number 2 that year too, and then we lost or something like that. I think yeah. And all right, so whatever. I'm going with the Texans because Brandon Wheaton is playing out his mind right now. You know what I'm saying? He's actually having success.
The Texans or the Titans?
Oh no, never mind. The Texans. I said, yeah, Jaguars versus Texans. Yeah, Jaguars versus
Texans.
Texans.
Not the. I was the Texans. I thought you said the Titans.
Nah, not the Titans.
Oh, dude, I'm changing. Oh man. I'm actually gonna change my pick. Then I'm gonna go with the Texans.
All right.
I thought you said Titans. I'm gonna go with the Texans.
Yeah. Texans. I'm going with Texans too.
Texans playing way better.
Steelers and Browns.
I was gonna go Steelers, man. It's the Steelers.
I hate the Steelers so much, man. I really do. Like, I really hope like the worst for them. I hope that they don't even make the playoffs. So I'm going with Johnny Manziel. I'm going with football. He had him in the game against one of the best defenses in the league, which is the Chiefs. You know what I'm saying? He had him in the game, and he actually was winning. He brought them back. Johnny football is here, man. I'm telling you, man. It's exciting to watch. I need to flip y'all tubes to the Browns, man. Johnny football is playing out of his mind right now. Jets, Bills.
Jets, man. One thing, hey, shout out to my boy Nelson. I was wrong about Ryan Fitzpatrick this year. I don't know what the hell happened. He is the main reason this team is good, man. Because the defense been off and on all year. Even Chris Ivory slowed down, but Fitzpatrick is, man, dude is tough. And Brandon Marshall is just a straight beat. Hey, Chicago, how y'all feel about that, bro?
Whoa!
Y'all stupid. How y'all feel about that? He's killing. Yeah. Oh, I guess they thought he lost a step. He's 100 catches, beast. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, nobody really guard him, man. So I'm gonna go Jets, man. The Bills, they had a good run, but just they kind of ran out of gas late in the season, man. I know you want them to go, but hey. It's just too much competition, man. Jets is competition, man.
Damn, man. You know, I had to actually pay my boy Nelson. We're going to have to get him on the podcast. I had to pay him last week, man. Pay him over the bet because I told him, I think it was like week 2 and the Ravens were 0-2 and the Jets were 2-0. And I said that the Ravens were going to have a better season than the Jets. And I bet him $25 and I lost the bet. I paid him. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I got to go with the Jets, man. Fuck it, man. I want to go with the Bills. And as much as I do want to go with the Bills with LaShawn McCoy out with, you know, he doesn't have a torn MCL, you know what I'm saying? But I think he's still going to play. I think he might still play, but I just don't see them beating the Jets, man. Jets are red hot. And I don't see a problem with what Chicago did. You know, it's just that their first round pick didn't play, so we don't know what he can do.
Yeah.
But anyway, Patriots and Dolphins.
Oh, well, the Pats, I think they already got everything locked up, man. So I really don't think they care about this game. But I'm still pick the Pats because the Dolphins are just atrocious. They have no direction. Tannehill was, I don't know why. I mean, they have literally 2 players. That's another job that nobody's going to want because they have Sue and Tannehill has all the money. I mean, you know what I'm saying? So that team is going to be in disarray for a while. But I'm going to go ahead and pick the Pats, and I think the Pats are going to beat them, finish out the season, then go into the bye 13-3.
My boy was so strong on the damn Dolphins, man. So strong on the Dolphins. He was so strong on the Tannehill. And I told him Tannehill sucks. Brent Grimes' wife already tweeted out he sucks. We all knew this. So I'm going with the Patriots, man, this week. Titans versus Colts. Now, the Titans-Colts, what do you think about that, man?
This is going to be a rough watch, man, because, shit, the Colts is like on their 4th-string QB. I don't even know who the QB is, man. And then the Titans, you know.
You know what? They just signed Josh Freeman.
Oh, Lord. Josh Freeman?
Josh
He
Freeman.
fucking sucks. That dude is a fuck. I hate Josh Freeman, man. I swear to God, I hate Josh Freeman. I
Man,
hate that dude
you
with a
just saying that
passion.
because you're a Bucks fan.
Yeah, damn right I am, man. He wasted all that fucking time, man, with us, man. Punk ass, nah, but nah, but yeah, I'm gonna roll with the Titans, man. I just, I wanna pick the Colts, but I can't because Josh Freeman's gonna be QB, and I just don't see. He's just not very good, So I'm gonna roll with the Titans.
Okay. I'm rolling with the Colts. I'm going with the Colts. Yeah, I'm going with the Colts. I think the Colts will win this game, man. It's pretty much a game that they should win. They're not trying to fight for a playoff spot no more. They're out, right? The Texans are in, right?
Texans, no, I think if they win, they're in.
Texans win, they're in. Okay, so yeah, I'm definitely going with the Colts though. I'm going with the Colts. I think they're going to try to win this game.
The Colts is like 3,001 to get in, though. I think the Texans already won the division.
Yeah,
because
okay.
the Colts got to have like a lot of shit to happen for them to even get in. So I don't think the Colts is going.
All right, so the Colts are going to win this game, though. I just feel like they, Josh Freeman. I think he'll put a spark to them, man. He'll probably put a spark. I'm saying, they had quarterback after quarterback, and we never know, man. He might come up and steal the show. Ravens, Bengals.
Oh, you know what, man? I'm gonna roll with the Ravens, man. I think they're gonna close out the year with a bang. AJ McCarron to me is just not very good. Compare yourself to Tom Brady, boy. Sit your ass down, bro. You ever in your life compare yourself to Tom Brady, bro? Sit your ass down. Nah, but I think the Bengals have the better team. But I think the Ravens, I think they're gonna continue that drive and success they had last week. They're bringing into this week, and they're gonna knock the Bengals out the top 2 seeds, and y'all go out, off into the sunset, man. So I'm gonna pick the Ravens.
Man, I really wish my Ravens would lose this game, but something about this game that I just don't see us losing because of the week that we had last week. Oh my gosh. Now, I think that, matter of fact, I'm guaranteeing Jimmy Smith is going to have an interception this week again because he's going to submit himself as a top corner in this league. He's already getting paid like one. Why not submit yourself as a top corner in the league? Go ahead and do it. I think this is what he's going to show. He's going to show that he can play cornerback and he can do what the other corners can do. I don't think he's at the elite level yet, but he's working his way up there, and I see that they're going to probably win this game. Jimmy Smith for the win. Ryan Mallett, my dude, Ryan Mallett. I told you he was amazing.
Shut your ass up, nigga.
and I do love AJ McCarron. I just cannot root for the Bengals. A matter of fact, I love almost every single quarterback besides Big Ben in our division and Andy Dalton. I hate both of those guys, okay? But I like Johnny. You know what I'm saying? I like AJ McCarron. You know what I'm saying? I don't have Why you have a problem with AJ, man? AJ ain't never did nothing to you.
He's just one of those Greg McElroy, Alabama QBs.
Are you mad or
garbage.
No? Are you mad or no?
Greg, I mean,
just because he whipped Florida's ass. Just because he whipped Florida's ass. Just because he whipped Florida. He whipped Florida's ass every year with y'all elite defense ass.
Man. Shut up, bro.
Yeah. He tore y'all apart.
That was all post Tebow though. He couldn't fuck with Tebow.
Whatever, man. Whatever. You just mad. Redskins, Cowboys.
Oh man, the Redskins gonna slaughter the Cowboys, man. Cowboys are just they folded the tie. They're done. So I'm gonna pick the Ravens. I told you a couple of weeks ago, man, the Redskins are going to take this damn division. I told you, man, Kirk Cousins is real.
I feel like
I told you. I told you.
Kirk Cousins is not real, man. Stop it.
He's
okay.
He's killing this year. Man, give that man his promise, man.
Next
He's
year,
done more.
not going to be
He's done more in this year than RG3 has done in his whole career, bro.
No,
Listen,
no, hell no. The first
bro.
year, RG3 did his
RG3,
thing. The
he
first
only
year,
had 20 tubs, man, and he was
it
throwing
don't matter.
screen
He had like
passes and slants, man.
what? How many? Like 2 interceptions, 3 interceptions?
Yeah, because he was throwing screen passes and slants
Man,
all damn
listen,
day,
man.
bro. Stop that. He wasn't playing
Listen,
QB.
bro.
He was running that read option. Then he got
I
his
don't
shit
care
busted.
what you say.
Yeah, okay.
He was the man his first year. His first year, there's no comparison to what you like that. You like that is doing. You know what I'm saying? I don't care what he's
That
doing
shit,
out
no, I
there.
like that shit now, man.
He is an average QB, and their division is so trash. If this division was good, he wouldn't even be talked about, bro. They'd be looking for another quarterback next year.
Is that?
Man, I'm telling
That's
you.
not
Man.
his fault, man. You're just mad because I was right.
Man, whatever.
Kirk Cousins for the win. RG3 is a bum. You know, black QBs matter. Nah.
Man, that hurt. Whatever. I'm going with the Cowboys. You know why? Because the Redskins ain't got nothing to lose.
Man, all right, bro.
Nah, fuck that. I gotta go with the Redskins because I just made the Cowboys. I gotta go. I gotta go with them, man. So we're gonna go ahead and go with the Saints versus the Falcons. Who you got?
Man, I'm gonna roll with the Saints, man. I don't think the Falcons could put 2 games back together.
Damn.
I'm roll with the Saints, man. Even though their defense is terrible, but
you know what? Falcons. I believe in you after those 6 weeks, man. I'm telling you, y'all better do something this week, man. Y'all better do something crazy. I am banking on you guys and some fantasy points. I need you guys to run. The Saints defense is so awful. You should have no problem scoring on this team whatsoever. There should be no problem. You should be running up the score against the Saints. Matter of fact, the score should be like 50-50. You know what I'm saying? Like something crazy. You know what I'm saying? So I want to see the Falcons win this game, and I hope that you guys put up some points. So I'm going with the Falcons this week. Lions versus Bears.
Man, I really gotta give it up to the Bears too, man. The Bears playing really good right now. The Lions actually playing really good too, but I'm gonna roll with the Bears. Bears been on the roll lately, man. Jay Cutler, he finally looks like a QB, man. It's been a long time, man. So I'm gonna roll with the Bears.
All right, I'm going with the Bears too. But actually, no, I want to go with the Lions because I feel like the Bears, they've been playing good, but I just feel like the Lions have been playing better. Finally, you see what Matt Stafford can do a little bit. You know what I'm saying? What he's been playing for, and they finally, even though they're not getting the ball, please get the ball to Calvin this week. Just throw it up. Just throw it up, man. Just throw it up. I don't care who's on him. Just throw it up to Megatron because they have not been doing it this year. And it's showing, man. They did it one year. They did it one game, I think, this year where they threw it up to Calvin every single time, basically. And that was against, I forgot who it was against, but it was a Thanksgiving night. And they threw it up to Calvin every single time. So I need them to throw it this week, man. I need y'all to do it. All right, we're gonna go with the Giants versus the Eagles.
Oh man, shit. I think the Eagles might show up and actually win. I think they'll be happy. Chip is gone. It's just one. Those situations where the coach leaves and then they play better. Some of what happened with the Dolphins. Philbin got fired. They came out and played really well. This is going to happen too. I'm going.
So you're going with the Eagles? Hello? I think I lost Chuck. I'm going. I know what I'm going with though. I know what I'm going. I'm going personally with the Giants because they will have Odell Beckham back. Odell Beckham, he missed last week's game, and I think he feels terrible about it. And I think that he is an elite. I think he's one of the best wide receivers in the game, and it showed that they missed him last week. If you didn't watch that Minnesota game, they had zero offense, nothing. Nobody was doing anything on that team. Odell Beckham is the piece of that team. So I think this week that's what they're gonna do. Then they're gonna go ham with it, man. What you think about it, Chuck?
Like I said, I don't know how about to get cut out, but Eagles, man, I think the Eagles is gonna win.
You think the Eagles gonna win?
Like I said, I think Chip gone. The team's gonna rally around. It's the last week of the season, and I think they're gonna come out and play, and well. So the Giants to me they're just not a good team, man. They're just not a good team. You can't really trust Eli, even with Odell. Odell, he should have a good game though, but it won't be enough. The Eagles gonna win this game.
Okay, I can see that. I just think the Giants is gonna bounce back and win, even though they don't have nothing that they're fighting for. They're just gonna win. Rams versus 49ers.
Rams. For the Rams to go up there in Seattle and beat them in Seattle, hell of a win. Even when Russell Wilson was balling, my brother here, Rams fan, he was like, he was so geeked and pumped, man. I was like, that's good though, man, for them to go. I just don't. The 49ers are just the Rams defense is going to swallow Gabbert. He's not going to have no time to throw the ball. It's going to get pretty ugly. It's going to be a blowout win. The Rams is going to win. It's a blowout.
Okay. I don't think the Rams is going to lose. I don't think the Rams is going to win this game, and I'm going to tell you the reason why. Because the Rams, their QB situation is still up in the air in a way. Though that's the team that has Brandon Whedon, right? Or was it the Texans that had Brandon Whedon?
Texans have Brandon Whedon. They got Blaine Gabbert.
They got no. Who does the Rams have?
Oh, Case Keenum.
I don't see it, man. I don't see it. I think that I think they're gonna lose this game, man. I think they're gonna lose this game. Only reasoning why I'm saying that is because the 49ers, even though they lost last week, Colin Kaepernick, Blaine Gabbert is still playing good with that team, even though they lost last week. And I see them winning this week. Buccaneers, Panthers. Nah, you're not gonna pick the Buccaneers.
Yeah, I'm not. Like I said, it all depends. No. It all depends on how Carolina comes out and plays this game. Because they have nothing else to do.
Man, stop.
They have nothing else.
Stop.
They have nothing else to do.
Stop.
No, because I want to talk about my boy Jameis real fast. I know we try to get up out of here, but Jameis will be rookie of the year.
Oh my God.
He still has a lot of growing to do. Because he makes
Todd Gurley rookie of the year.
How much you want to bet? Bet a dub right now on camera. We'll bet a dub right now. Todd Gurley will not be.
Man, I ain't gonna do this in this quarterback bias league. You crazy?
Nah, but if the Carolina rest their players, we should win. If they don't, we're not. That's as simple as that.
The Panthers don't have nothing to fight for, really.
That's what I'm saying.
But at the same time, I don't see them losing this game.
Shut up, nigga.
I think they go up before they take their players out.
Yeah, that's true too. Yes, I'm gonna go ahead and pick Carolina, man. Our secondary, we might have the worst secondary in the NFL. It's really
Giants and Saints are the worst secondaries I've ever seen.
Homie. Listen, I watch my team every single week. These niggas can't cover nobody. They can't. Our front seven is nice. Back four is terrible. Chris Conti, Tim Jennings, Mike Jenkins. Oh my God, these dudes are like. It's like, it's just not, they're not good enough. So I'm gonna pick the Panthers, man. I'm not gonna pick us, man. I can't even do it. I can't do it. I want to, but I can't. I can't.
I think that they're not gonna have a chance in this game. I think they're gonna take out their players, though. They will take out their players during this game. I think it'll be over by then. It'll be like a silent. silent killer in a way. You know what I'm saying? Like silent, and then we're gonna take our players out.
Yeah, whatever.
Mercy rule.
Hot Warner.
Raiders versus
Whatever.
Chiefs. Raiders versus Chiefs.
What happened?
I got the Chiefs in this game though. Raiders versus Chiefs. I got the Chiefs in this game because I feel like the Chiefs defense is low key dominant right now, and the Raiders. I think they gonna lose this game because the Chiefs are fighting for that playoff position. They're fighting for that last spot, or one of the last spots. What do you think?
I think the Chiefs is gonna win this game.
Yeah.
Chiefs are playing amazing. I think they won like 9 in a row. So
yeah,
they've been on the roll, man. Offensively, Alex Smith, he doesn't turn the ball over. Of course, Macklin been killing. And I'm glad they finally involved him in the offense. They still got Kelsey. I'm saying the running game is the running game. It's running back by committee, basically. Yep. And their defense is phenomenal. Peters, oh my God, that dude is a beast. Beast corner for the Kansas City Chiefs, man. Might be defensive rookie. I think he's got it locked up, basically. So they got playmakers over there with Eric Berry, Derek Johnson, Poe. You know what I'm saying? Ali, Houston. I mean, them dudes is loaded over there.
Yeah, they got to stick on.
I think it's going to be too much for Derek Carr. Yeah, I think it's going to be too much for Derek Carr to handle, man. That defense is going to eat them alive. So I'm going to pick Chiefs.
Chargers and Broncos, because I feel like the Broncos, this is the week they get exposed, bro. They got to get exposed. Brock Osweiler is about to get exposed. Jason Verrett is about to have an interception this week, bro. On God. What do you think, bro?
I'm going to pick the Broncos.
Okay, I'm going Chargers. Seahawks versus Cardinals.
Oh, this is a good game. It's going to be a good game.
I just don't see these
where's
teams.
The game at?
It's in Arizona. I just don't see this team having.
Well, you're right though, because I think Seattle might rest their players because they have to play next week in the wild card. So, and I think Arizona locked up. Yeah. I'm pretty sure they did. So, this might be one of those games, the throwaway games where you just watch the backups. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think the Cardinals are definitely gonna. I think the Cardinals they're gonna make sure that Carson Palmer's out because he did hurt his hand in the last game, I think, and I think that he's gonna just just sit out this game, man. Let the people play. So if this week in fantasy, man, y'all need to go with the lower players. You know what I'm saying, as far as the teams go, because I feel like a lot of these players are not gonna play. Cam Newton, I don't feel like he's gonna play. So I would go with a lesser quarterback that is gonna play this week. But Vikings versus Packers. And this is
basically for the division.
This is the 8:30 game for the division, but at the same time, it don't matter. They're both in the playoffs, but this is for the division.
For the division, they do not look the same. I don't know what has happened with that team, man. They barely running the ball now. It seems like Aaron Rodgers is having to force the ball because the receivers can't get any separation.
Every week.
And it's like, so it's like he's waiting to get, like, please, somebody get open. It's not happening, and their defense has not really been on point either. So I'm going to pick the Vikings, man. I think the Vikings got a lot of confidence now. Bridgewater has been playing better the last 3 weeks, and I think they're going to go to Green Bay, and I think they're going to beat them and win the division.
Okay. Man, all right, man. Shoot, I don't see it, man. I don't see that the Vikings are gonna win this game. How are the Vikings gonna win this game? I mean, even though their defense is okay, I feel like their offense is okay, but I just don't see them winning this game. I feel like when it comes to that team, they're so, I guess, minuscule in a way. Like their whole game plan is short. You know what I'm saying? Like they don't have this big explosive team that's gonna knock you out the park. And for the Packers, I think that they're gonna win this game. I think this week you're gonna see an Aaron Rodgers. You're gonna see Rodgers to Rodgers connection. You're gonna see Richard Rodgers and Aaron Rodgers together every single play because they're gonna base. I think they're gonna murder it. And I feel like Eddie Lacy will run the ball this week. He will. I mean, he just has that knack for running the ball, and I feel like he's gonna be that person to run the ball this week. What you think?
Okay, I mean, like I said, I just don't think that Green Bay is look good. I can't really roll with Green Bay anymore. I think they pretty much they did the best they could do with this team, and they won enough games to get in the playoffs. But I think Minnesota is going to go into Green Bay and slaughter. I really do. I think I'm going to Green Bay and just kill them.
All right. I forgot what the extra point is, man.
The extra point is basically Anderson Silva. We all know Anderson Silva, the Spider. You know what I'm saying? UFC legend. He is coming back in February to fight. And I'm like, the question is he done? I mean, he's 39 years old. It's like Peyton Manning, basically. 39 years old. You know, he lost two of his last three. You know, the one fight he did win, he didn't really look that impressive. You know, it's the era over for Anderson Silva, man. I mean, he's fighting Michael Bisping, who's younger, faster, and actually beat Anderson Silva. So
I can see him, you know what I'm saying, being his I could see his era being over because he was dominant for years and years and years. But I can see him winning this fight too because he is Spider. He is that. You know what I'm saying? Even though you talk about his last fight, to me, it wasn't impressive. But at the same time, that was his first fight back. Like, you're just thrown back in the ring after basically 2 years of you not fighting. So, I mean, this right here, I think this will be more of a fight for him. You'll be more impressed. The first fight that he fought, it kind of looked like he was out of shape in a way. Like, he wasn't doing what Anderson Silva does. But he won the fight. And I want to see him win this one, too.
Yeah, like I said, I want to see him win. I just don't think he's going to win. I think he's done.
Yeah.
I think, like, I was telling my boy, like, the aura of Anderson Silva, like, you used to, like, when he used to fight, man, you already knew it was about to happen. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it felt different when he came to the octagon, man. And it's like, I feel like he lost that. Like, he's immortal now. You know, it's similar to when Mike Tyson lost to Buster Douglas. You know what I'm saying? It's like, you think somebody can't lose and they lose, and it's Ronda Rousey.
I feel what you're saying. I feel
you know
what
I'm saying? Like, yeah. So it's kind of hard for me to say that because I'm a huge Silva fan. You know what I'm saying? He's been a monster for so many years, man. I just think he's reached the end of his time, man. I think he might lose his fight kind of badly too. I mean, I don't think it's gonna be pretty for Anderson Silva, man, because you just can't take this amount of time off again. Like, he hasn't fought in over a year. Well, it's gonna be over a year again. So he's gonna be rusty again. You know what I'm saying? So,
yeah, but I don't think he'll be as rusty as he was because that was like 2 years long. You know what I'm saying? Like 2 years.
Yeah, I mean, I know because of the whole foot thing and all that. You know what I'm saying?
Normally these fighters, they get suspended anyway for the 6 months anyway. So I mean, a year, I don't think it would be too much on him. But I think those 2 years that killed what he had. But like you said, it is the end of his era. You know what I'm saying? There's more fighters out there now, and he got lucked up and got beat. You know what I'm saying? Like, the first time he got lucked up, like, so lucky he got beat.
I don't think that was lucky. I think that was more on him, showing off too much. I mean, because that's his game. He got caught showing off. He got caught in the jaw.
He got too
much. He went to sleep. You know what I'm saying? The second fight was second. It was unfortunate that it was a fluke. The second fight was a fluke. I will say that. You know what I'm saying? But I just think that it's coming to an end now. The fighters are faster now, and so it should be interesting. I can't wait to watch it. I'm definitely gonna watch it. So I think that's it, man.
Yeah, man, that's it, man. Thank y'all for checking out Extra Podcast Part 3. I'm gonna go ahead and number it after the show, man, so y'all can come back and remember these shows. It's been a great podcast. Me and my boy Chuck. We do this every Tuesday, 9:00 on the dot. And I know I'm sorry it went over a little bit longer than what it is, but make sure y'all go to the Facebook group. We game here. Go check out some of the other sports groups that we're a part of. I think Chuck, you have a sports group that you're a part of?
Oh, Rack Me Out Sports, man. We're gonna have my boy Otis on, so look out for that. But yeah, we're Best Down Sports Group. What's the other one?
Sports themes discussion.
Yeah, man, it's all fun, man. Sports discussions always get heated, man. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, sports is kind of like religion. You talk about it, man, people get mad. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, it's all fun, though. It's a fun show. Fun show.
All right. Well, man, make sure y'all check out everything that's going on both of our channels. You have Upchuck Gaming, and then you have Darian is King. Make sure y'all go check those out. Those are our gaming channels if you guys, want to check us out there too. But we're out, man. Thank y'all for watching.